Hi, welcome to the shed. Today we're going to talk about symmetry and contrast in a drum groove. So this is our basic rock backbeat. Playing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is in 4/4 time. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4. There's two halves of this beat. You have beats 1 and 2, and then you have beats 3 and 4. Now this is a symmetrical groove. Beats 1 and 2 is the exact same as beats 3 and 4. And there's nothing wrong with the symmetrical groove. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the exact same groove, and I'm going to add in a kick on the and of 1 and on the and of 3. So I have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Nice and simple. And this is actually one of the most identifiable drum beats ever. This is We Will Rock You by Queen. We will rock you, rock you. There's nothing wrong with the symmetrical drum beat. Now, if you have a lot going on with a kick drum variation, or if you're adding snare drum hits, or if you're changing the subdivision on the hi-hat, if you have a lot going on in the first half or the second half of the beat, you need to balance out the other half of the beat. You need to add in contrast. So I'm going to play a groove right now, and I'm going to put too much on both sides. I'm going to put a lot of kick drum variation on the first half and the second half. Listen to what it sounds like. I need a break. I accidentally played a break in there because there's just too much to listen to. So we need to contrast the first half with the second half, or the second half with the first half. So what I like to do is, if I'm playing something really busy in the first half, I leave a little more space in the second half, or vice versa. And that has to do with the kick, the snare, or the hi-hats. So I'm going to play through a loop here. I have a bass and a Rhodes. And I'm just going to demonstrate some of these principles. Let's start with a nice simple backbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a symmetrical beat. The first half and the second half are the exact same. Now I'm going to put a little more in that first half, but I'm going to leave the second half empty to keep contrast in there. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing, except I'm going to flip it. So I'm doing a sparse first half, and I'm adding more in the second half. Now I'm going to do some variation with the snare drum. So I'm playing on the and of 4. If I did that on beat 2, it sounds strange. It does not sound good. So I need to add in that contrast by getting one of those extra hits out of the way. And that works. A lot of space. So hopefully this gives you something to think about when you're writing your drum grooves. You could think about the symmetry between the first half and the second half, and then you could think about contrast. If you have a lot going on in one half or the other, contrast it by getting out of the way, letting the groove breathe. It's going to sound better. It's going to feel better. Good luck, and we'll see you in the shed.